Welcome to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Tigers will kick this deep to start us off. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer.
The pass rush gets home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Almost a pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe we get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this. Really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in the year.
And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Winston. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure free to throw that time.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the punt will bounce out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Pass caught near the sideline, but it gains nothing.
It's a good job here to be able to catch that ball, but let's give credit to the defense for making that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll hand it off. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Same tailback, another carry. And he will be stuffed for no gain. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Bringing it out, it's Winston. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll give it to the running back. He's got room to run. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is a well-timed pitch here by the quarterback. That poor defender didn't have a chance. He's really in a no-win situation. Either the quarterback will give him a fake and keep it and get upfield himself, or he draws that defender towards him and then pitches it out.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Inside the 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
end zone. It's Winston. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
He's going to take off here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass is batted away, incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He gets loose. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep down the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Aggies. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep to the right side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. Fourth down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Breaks into open space. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick catch over the middle. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And the Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw now on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Winston. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well.
Here he goes. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Play action here on first down. Catch made by the tight end. Hits into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense really clicking here. They mix it up with a run. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. The pass rush closing in. The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Powers through. Breaks loose at the 40. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself.
Brings her in the end zone. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas A&M, 21.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The shotgun handoff here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle, but first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit at the slide.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. And now the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The defense has him behind the line of tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. This offense really clicking.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Texas A&M, 21.
Bringing it out, it's Shaw. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. That's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw, caught over the middle. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense. Just kind of
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So the offense obviously declines that penalty in the defense, and the touchdown will stand. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. Receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. Inside the 30. He's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Aggies come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and run.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Oh, he's bringing it back. Across the 40. Inside the 20. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, it's There's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shaw. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Pass caught, second down now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Wants to throw it. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And a decent gain there before the defense brings them down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A gain makes it second and medium. Working clock with the ground game. Finding some room with the 25. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Clemson now operating in the red zone. And on the carry, he's heading left. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And third down is a handoff. Touchdown, Tigers. They continue to roll up the score.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
34.
Bringing it out. It's Shaw. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
That keeps the score. Clemson, 61.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Number 43, set to advance on the football.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Boy, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Give it to the back again. Inside the 35. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. That's what they needed to secure this victory, Kirk. Number 2 is going to conquer number 1 here early in the season.
Yeah, there's no doubt who the number 1 team will be next week. And to win a game of this magnitude early in the year is going to go a long way with the playoffs.